Hey guys, this is Nova Scotia Outdoorsman, and today I'm going to show you 5 different ways to rig soft plastics. So, first I don't know if this would really be called rigging soft plastics, but this is one of my favorite ways, which is to rig it on a jig. And I just have here a Berkeley Power Paint Pip Boss on a jig, which you just rig it like that, which all it is take the tip off of it, and then you just kind of thread it through like you would on a jig head or something like that. And then you pull the skirts out, and then it just sits on bottom like kind of like that and drags along bottom, kind of like a crawfish type bait. So I guess that's it, and there it is. That's on a green pumpkin purple jig. Looks pretty sick on that. And next I have weight a wacky rig. So with this, you wouldn't. I don't have any O-rings with me right now, but it depends on whether you like O-rings or not. But you would normally rig it on an O-ring, which I like rigging it. Which I learned this from Andrew Flair on one of his videos. Showed it to him. But you take two and you kind of cross them, and then you bring it in through them like that, and it sits like that. Which is kind of hard to explain on this. But the way I do it right now is I find the half point in it, which is about right there, and then you just take it up through there, and then kind of just like that, and you just slowly working along. You can working on bottom or whatever you plan on doing with it, but that's the second way that I rig soft plastics. Next is, well, it's not the most effective way, but I like it for smallmouth, which it's just a tube and a tube jig head, which you can just use normal jig heads, but it's just a lot easier to use tube jig heads. So you just take it kind of like that, and you just push it all the way down until it either hits the bottom or this hook comes lined up right with the end of where the tube where it starts to go to like the skirt. And you just pop it right through there, and you just tie whatever kind of knot you're going to tie, and then you can just work that along bottom, or you can even just straight retrieve it and it works fine. But yeah, so that's the second way. And the third way, so for the third, no wait, this is the fourth way. So this is a zoom trick worm. So I take about right there to where that ring is type thing, and I break it off right there. This would come on right about there. Then I take this jig head and I thread it through, just like that, and then it just looks like that, and you can straight retrieve it, work it off bottom, anything you would like to do with it. But that's how that turns out. Pretty nice little presentation. And the final way I have is a Texas rig, and this is on a Berkeley Havoc Pit Boss, not Pit Boss, Grass Pig Junior, and they normally come with that little tip there. You can just break that off, just take that off. So this is called the Texas rig. So you just take it and you thread it through the middle. I like to normally go up to that little point right there where it kind of curves back over to the hook. You pull it out through, thread it through all the way to the end there, and then you move it and you just turn it around like that, and you find about, so what you look for is where the end is right there. That's where you want to thread through, because then the hook will sit flat with the bait. So you normally go like back here, thread it through, bring it out through, and then it kind of sits flat. It's kind of hard without the line, I find, and then it kind of sits flat like that. And then you can either fish it without the weight, or you can take the weight and the bullet weight goes about right there, and that would be for punching or whatever you would want to use it for. Working it off bottom, it's weedless, so you can, to make it even more weedless, you can take it and you can hook that right in there like that. Then it's fully weightless, and then when the bass puts pressure down on that, that hook pops out and You just hook it and it pops right into it, kind of like a frog, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I guess that's probably my top favorite ways to rig soft plastics, and probably the most effective for me. Like, I don't live around like Florida or the States. I live in Canada, so we pretty much just have all smallmouth. So I this is for what's most effective for smallmouth, not for largemouth. I have no idea. I've never fished largemouth before, which I think we're going down this spring down to Florida. So you guys can expect some videos from me this spring down in Florida, and hopefully catch some big largemouth. But other than that, that's my video for today. So I guess I'll catch you guys next time on Nova Scotia Outdoorsman.